That's right, guys. Today, this is a quick review of the Sony Xperia Play. And it has officially turned 13 years now, so happy birthday, Xperia Play. Now, to give you an idea on what the Xperia Play is about, the Xperia Play is basically a slide phone with PlayStation layouts. This was during the time where gaming handhelds were a big thing, because during that time there was the Nintendo DS and the PSP. But yeah, when the Sony Xperia Play was released, people thought it was a joke.
Stop the cap.
Well, because April Fool's Day. But in reality, it was real. And here it is, the Sony Xperia Play. Now, as you can see here, you get a camera here and a little light here, pretty much for notifications. And the four buttons, you get the back, you get the home, you get the options, and you get the search. Down here, you'll see a headphone jack, and you'll see a micro USB. Nowadays, we use USB Type-C. Right here, you get the Xperia and the Sony Action icon. And I happen to get a Verizon, so you'll see the Verizon logo too. And right here, you get a little microphone, the light, and a camera. Power button. On top, you get the two shoulder buttons and a volume button. And right here, you'll see a little opening, and you just open it up, and it takes the lid off. And right here, you get the battery, and you'll see you get two slots for both micro SD card and the SIM card. Nowadays, phone services don't use 2G networks no more, so they stopped using that. But yeah, not gonna lie, this PSP is a beauty. Let's open this up. Now, as you can see here, you get the PlayStation buttons, and you see the joystick touch, an options button, and start and select. Pretty much the basics of the Sony Ericsson on the outside. Now, as you can see here, I've got a couple apps downloaded just to test out the performance and stuff on this phone. Because this is a YouTube channel about review games and not random content shenanigans, I've installed Tapsonic on my Xperia Play. And, well, it runs fine like an actual phone. Now, you may be wondering why my phone looks like this instead of this. Well, I was wondering about that as well, so I've done a little bit of research, and I found out that the Xperia Play I have, the firmware is outdated and needs to be updated. Though I could update the firmware, but I do have some thoughts about the performance. Because I was thinking about, once you update the firmware, you get more compatibility, but you will lose some performance. And it's a bit risky to update the firmware because once you update the firmware, you cannot go back to what it was before. And I cannot decide whether I should update it or not. So that's where you come in. Just comment down below if I should update the firmware or not, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, now I want to say my thoughts and opinions and my recommendations about the Xperia Play. Now, for the Xperia Play, I think they did a great job with the design and combined a phone and gaming together and made this abomination. Although nowadays we don't use that phone anymore because, well, now we got PC gaming handhelds, we got the Nintendo Switch, we got like the Galaxy S24 with AI. So would I recommend buying an Xperia Play? Not really, but unless if you're a collector, you can buy it, but I wouldn't recommend buying it if you're replacing it as your main handheld. Alright, well, this is the end of the video, so I hope you like watching this. So feel free to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbyes.